What going YouTube, man? It's your boy J Smalls. I'm coming at y'all boys with another video, man. And today we are reacting to the first round of the NBA draft. Now we all know the first two picks is already guaranteed lock. We already know who the first two picks are. But other than that, it can be a little shaky, a little rocky. I don't know. But if you guys made to click on this video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're having a fantastic and incredible day. And shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here, allowing y'all to be here, and just everything I've done for us. Truly, thank you, Jesus. But with all that being said, if the Mavericks don't take coup flag, bro, I ain't gonna lie, they just pin on their downfall unless they trade for Giannis or something with that first pick. So you already know the first pick gonna be without further ado. Give it up. And if you would, I would appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. Obviously, if you want, if you're willing, if you like. You know what I'm saying? Very much appreciated.
2025 NBA Draft. The Dallas Mavericks select
Cooper Flag. You know what I'm saying? That's common sense, bro. Hey, and it's crazy. Cooper Flag reclass, bro. He not even supposed to be in the draft right now. I think he's supposed to be going to college. Yeah, he's supposed to be going to college, bro. And he's still the first pick of the NBA draft. He built different.
To this moment. A young man from
and what y'all think about
his childhood dream
him? What y'all think about the Mavs, low key? The Mavs gonna be nice next year. Not gonna lie, they ain't gonna win. To me, they don't got no chance at winning. They gonna be nice for sure.
And now Dallas, a franchise whose eras are defined by two names.
With the second pick,
and that's one thing about Dallas too. I don't know why. Why are all the Dallas Mavericks best players or their franchise player they all white boys? That's something I just noticed. Dirk. I can't remember before Dirk, I ain't gonna lie. But Dirk, if they even had one. Dirk, Luka, and now Cooper Flag. They love them white boys over there in Dallas, bro. And ain't nothing wrong. I ain't discriminating. It's not about the race, but I'm just saying. They always got some generational white boy on their team. How do you make the dumbest trade in league history, and then you turn around and you get the first pick, and now you get maybe an even more generational white boy in Cooper Flag? It's debatable. I don't know yet. We're going to find out. The Mavericks know something we don't know about, bro. I'm sorry. There's something behind the scenes, bro. Whenever there's a generational white boy, just know if LeBron was white, they might have got him too.
These eras are defined by two names.
With the second pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select
Dylan Harper
from Rutgers University.
Dylan, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, and Victor. That's different. That's kind of tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Dylan Harper out of Rutgers. This is, of course, a family and a team, as Ace Bailey cheers that knows this process.
Everybody knew he was going to get drafted, bro. Especially coming out of high school, bro. That was free. He was guaranteed to be a top 3 pick, bro.
Who he's very close with, coached him from kindergarten.
What y'all think about the Spurs, though?
With the third
I think they could low-key win. Or it might.
2025 NBA Draft. The Philadelphia 76ers select VJ Edgecombe.
Ace Bailey. Brother, this is all your fault. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say, I don't know who's better between him or VJ. I'm assuming Ace Bailey. But, brother, you probably would have got picked by the 76ers. If you didn't just turn down every single team training or whatever the heck that pre-draft workout from every single team, maybe you would have got drafted number 3. Now, I don't know if he cares or not, but me personally, I would care. You feel me? VJ. 76ers, I don't know why. I just feel like the 76ers are just doing the road.
What a moment for this family.
Ain't no saving the Sixers.
Talk to VJ, and it's just so evident the pride he carries for the Bahamas, where he grew up. This is his family in the stands here. And he says the toughness, the heart, playing on concrete, that shaped him.
With the 4th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Con Knippel from Duke University.
Snap? Con Knippel with the 4th pick? I thought he was going to be maybe 8, 9, 10, or 7. Dang, he's going to the Hornets. That's tragic. I ain't lying. He got drafted a lot higher than I was expecting. Or where's he mocked to be this high? Like in the mock draft.
With the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Arius Ace Bailey.
Oh! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm hot. I was seeing memes about Ace Bailey's face. I ain't gonna lie.
Now we know.
If I was projected to be like, if I was like the third best player in the draft or whatever, and then I started declining or turning down all the team's workouts or whatever, I forgot what they're called, bro. And then I get drafted to the Utah Jazz, I'm crashing out, bro. At this point, put me back at Rutgers, bro. I am not trying to play. I'm sorry. Who the heck wants to play for the Jazz? I'm not saying the Jazz are a bad organization, but let's be honest, bro. The Jazz are butt. I'm crying if I got drafted by the Utah Jazz, bro. I'm just playing. If I actually had a chance to make it to the NBA, I wouldn't care if I got drafted by, the Charlotte Hornets, for all I care. But I'm saying in his terms, brother. Because I know there's going to be some people coming, you're not, obviously I know I'm not the NBA. Anyway, I'm hot. I ain't going to lie.
The Utah Jazz.
With the 6th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Trey Johnson
Trey
from
Johnson.
the University of Texas.
Is that why they traded Jordan Poole? Chat. Because they knew they were going to get Mr. Trey?
The 6'5" guard out of Texas.
You used to watch him
moment with his dad, Richard.
I think since he was like a junior.
Mom,
Me and
Priscilla,
him are same age.
and of course his younger siblings as well.
With the 7th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jeremiah Fears from the University of Oklahoma.
Dog. I knew he was going to be nice, but bro, I didn't know he was going to be this good this fast, bro. I thought when he went to college, bro, he's going to be one of them players that take at least 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, to move to... Wait, what team he go to?
Is the word our draft
the Pelicans looking OC. Wait, he went to the Pelicans. Hold on. They got him, Jordan Poole, Zion. They still got DeJounte Murray, right? They got Herb Jones. I don't know who the heck the center is, though.
Used to describe Jeremiah
Pelicans making some moves,
I would
baby.
say swaggy as well.
With the 8th pick
he blinged out, huh?
NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Yegor Demin from Moscow and Brigham Young University.
I've never heard of this guy. Is this guy good? I've never heard of him in my life.
Yegor Demin is the first player born in Russia to be drafted since 2013.
Oh, nice.
He grew up in Moscow.
Russia. When I think of Russia, I think of USC
played
fighters.
professionally in Russia.
With the 9th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Colin Murray Boyles from the University of South
To
Carolina.
be fair, I ain't gonna lie. I only know this guy because I see him with her on TikTok. I don't see him like that really ever. But that's the reason why I know him. I didn't even think he was that good. Is he good? I thought he was like low-key kind of mid. I never watched him play. I was just taking an assumption. I never really heard him about him.
Colin Murray Boyles.
Hold on. Colin. See, it's one thing to be disappointed to the team you're going to. You should just be happy you got drafted regardless. But brother, you have all of the cameras on you. You gotta be aware. Now that could have been a good one, a good bomb, or could have been a bad bomb, which I'm intending for it to be. You gotta be more smoother than that, bro. Come on, you gotta be smarter than that. Atlanta Hawks, I understand. I wouldn't want to go there either, but they're not the worst of the worst. At least they got Trae Young. I think Trae Young trying to leave, but they got Trae Young and some old stuff. Come on, bro. They ain't that bad. At least you only go to the Hornets or the Jazz or the Wizards. No diss to none of y'all fan base. For the Hornets fans, y'all know. I ain't gonna lie, y'all but besides that, come on, bro. But is he actually good?
Colin Murray
Bro,
Boyles
you like that?
sharing this moment with his mom, Yvonne, his dad, Sean.
Oh,
With the 10th
wait. He's going to the Raptors. So replace everything I just said with the Raptors.
His mom, Yvonne.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
His
Yeah,
dad,
I don't even know. Yeah.
With the 10th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Kaman Malawach from Rumbek, South Sudan.
That's tough.
The NBA.
I ain't gonna lie. That's tough.
And Duke University.
Mollywalk to the Rockets, and they got kicked. I like that.
Pure emotion.
He's
here.
crying W's, bro.
for Kaman Malawach.
That's fire.
And his family.
And now, with the 11th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Cedric Coward from Washington State University.
I do not know who that is. He iced out though.
So the Portland Trail Blazers select Colin Coward here. This is a young man with
all black.
The ultimate bet on yourself story.
With the 12th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Noah Essengay from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France.
Oh, another France guy, huh? Oh, I think I've seen him before. I think I've seen him on the internet before. Now,
Noah Essengay.
These French players, I ain't gonna lie, they be having some fire. Them cornrows are nice,
boy. With the 13th
pick
in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Derek Queen from the University of
Derek Queen. Now, I do know that. I think he's on the Pelicans now. I think, or he got traded to the Pelicans. And I thought when I was scrolling on social media, I heard Kamal Malawach. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, went to the Suns. So take everything back about the Rockets. That would have been nice, but he went to the Suns. I don't know what they traded for him though. And Derek Queen is on the Pelicans, so the Pelicans are looking real nice, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They got Derek Queen, Zion, Jeremiah Fears, Jordan Poole. They still got DeJounte Murray, Herb Jones, Jordan. I ain't gonna lie, they're gonna be smooth. They have no chance at winning. And hopefully, you know, they can stay healthy. That's the biggest problem. Forget who they got on their team. Can Zion Williamson even stay on the floor for the playoffs? But Pelicans kind of smooth, though. I ain't gonna lie. They're going to be a semi-entertaining to watch. A little intriguing for me to watch, I should say. Only the last time I've only been intrigued to watch them was when they had AD and DeMarcus Cousins.
With his mom
and maybe when Zion first went on the team.
With the 14th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Carter Bryant from the University of Arizona.
Oh, I thought he stayed at Arizona for him. Yo! Wait, let me think. Who was on the Spurs?
I think this quote from
who else is in
Arizona
the draft?
head coach Tommy Lloyd sums up Carter.
Who is letting the Spurs get away with this, bro?
Pretty well. He says,
this is actually a pretty good pick.
He's an elite.
I'm trying to think of everybody in the draft.
Elite character.
This is actually a good
15th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft. The Oklahoma City Thunder select Thomas Sorber from Georgetown University.
I don't know him either. I saw his name in like the mock drafts. WT or W Motion.
This is incredible for Thomas, his mom, and his sister.
What position
is he? His family has a really moving story.
Look like he's a center.
His mother, Tanae, escaped the Liberian Civil War and came to the United States. And Thomas says that
crazy lore. Escaped the Liberian Civil War.
After his father passed away, his mom stepped into the role here.
With the 16th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Young Hansen.
Young Hansen, my age. Hey, shout out to Young. I don't even know who this is. Shout out to you though.
Qingdao Eagles.
He kind of clean. He in his stick. Hey, I don't know who the heck this is. I noticed that Grizzlies got that other little short Asian, and then they get him. Hey, I like the Grizzlies, bro. Shout out to them. But first of all, I think his name Young. He's in the stands with the fans, bro. I don't know if he was allowed to like get down on the other part. I'm assuming he is though. I'm assuming he could, but he in the stands with everybody else, bro. Then he in an all-white suit. My brother looking kind of clean. Shout out to Young though.
So remember,
shout out.
Pick is
he gotta be nice.
Portland.
He gotta be nice.
Hansen, who led the Chinese Basketball Association in blocks and ranked in the top 10 in field goal percentage. But Kirk, I just love when a young man who doesn't know whether or not he'll hear his name called in the first round, he still comes and he sits in the stands.
He wasn't first round
and
locked?
he waits for his moment.
Look, is that Rich Paul meeting him?
As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Portland Trail Blazers are trading to the Memphis Grizzlies the draft rights to Cedric Coward, the 11th pick, and the Grizzlies are trading to the Trail Blazers the draft rights to Young Hansen, the 16th
Dang it,
pick.
Grizzlies, you failed me. Gosh.
17th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, The Minnesota Timberwolves select Johan Biranji from Strasbourg, France, and the Olympia Club in Slovenia.
Johan Biranji.
Johan Berenger. He was
I don't know
born in
who. I
France,
never
but he
heard of
played
this
last
guy,
season
so I
in
have no
Slovenia.
clue if
And
he's
as
good
a
or
kid,
not.
he played soccer, but he actually began
this
playing
W
basketball
picks?
when he grew out of his cleats and he couldn't find any new ones.
And with the 18th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Walter Clayton Jr.
Walter Clayton Jr. Man, I forgot all about Walter Clayton, bro. I ain't gonna lie. One of the most generational runs I've ever seen in college basketball. But that's besides the point, bro. Do y'all think he's gonna be nice? I think he's gonna be tough in the league, bro. Walter Clayton, man. I need you to cook up on the Wizards,
Gets the
baby.
call and we get to see it.
Needs to be one of the best guards since John Wall, or the best guard since John
Motion's
Wall.
building up. You can tell he's been waiting to get his name called. Now all of a sudden he get a
I don't think he was that much highly projected, but he dropped.
And that young man is going to perform.
I mean,
With
he
the
went kind
19th
of
pick in the
low.
2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Nolan Traore from Charenton, France.
Wasn't somebody else from Shy whatever the heck he just said? What's up with all these France players, bro?
In
France trying to take over the league at this point. I ain't gonna lie.
Nolan Traore, another French player drafted tonight. He comes to the NBA after spending last season playing for France's top pro league.
With the 20th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Kasparis Yakuchonis.
Kasparis, I don't know this guy either.
I
I thought I had pretty good draft knowledge on this draft, at least somewhat.
Kasparis
I guess I don't.
Nicknamed KJ.
Where is he from?
He was, you got that one?
I wasn't going to even try.
I mean, I think he said I just wasn't paying attention.
With the
when he got
21st pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Will Riley from Kitchener, Canada, and the University of Illinois.
there. Will Riley.
And so Illinois
Will Riley.
players
Will Riley.
go back
I
to back.
watched Illinois
KJ and Will
sometimes.
are now the first
But I'm
pair
trying to
of
put a
Illinois
picture-
first-round picks since Darren Williams and
Do I
Luther
remember
Head
seeing? I don't know.
in
I barely watched him
2005.
regardless. Actually, I think
We
I
have
do
another
remember
trade to announce. As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Washington Wizards are trading to the Utah Jazz the draft rights to Walter Clayton Jr., the 18th.
seeing. Wait, hold on. What?
Wizards are trading to the Utah Jazz the draft rights to Walter Clayton Jr., the 18th pick, and the Jazz are trading to the Wizards the draft rights to Will Riley, the 21st pick. With the
So the
26th
Utah Jazz have Walter Clayton Jr.? Wait, who else did they pick? Ace Bailey? Okay. Now they do have Colin Sexton and Isaiah Collier, but okay. I like that.
pick in the
I like that.
2025
I don't know what the
NBA
heck the
draft,
Wizards are doing, but hey.
The Atlanta Hawks select Drake Powell from the University of North Carolina.
I remember that guy.
This pick, of course, Drake
Isn't he?
Powell
Never mind, let me not say
is
that.
actually going to Brooklyn.
And with the 23rd pick in the 2025 NBA draft,
Actually, Walter Clayton with 18.
the
That's
New
not
Orleans
bad.
Pelicans select Asa Newell from the University of Georgia.
Isn't he pretty nice? And he's a freshman, right?
So a
Or,
Georgia guy,
you know,
staying
he only
in
did
Georgia
1 year in
because,
college.
Again, Asa Newell
I
headed
ain't lying.
here
The
to
Pelicans,
the
low
Atlanta
key,
Hawks.
like
And
they
with
win
the
in this
24th
draft, bro.
pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Neek Clifford from Colorado State University.
Don't know who that
And how
is.
fitting that he is wearing Sacramento Kings purple as he hears his name called here. This is a young man who went back to school at Colorado State last season. And it
Them
really paid
A1's
off.
kind of
With
hard.
the 25th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Jace Richardson from Michigan State University.
Okay.
With the 26th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Ben Saraf from Ganyo Shia, Israel.
Israel.
Boom Club in Germany.
Whoa, hold on. What he look like?
Nets fans,
Bro, how many
excellent.
players are from
6'6"
Israel in the
Germany.
NBA?
He was born in Israel.
That's pretty
He
rare,
began
right?
His basketball pro career at 16.
And
Yo.
with the 27th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Brooklyn
They
Nets
just
select Danny Wolf from the University of Michigan.
He got some swag to him. Even though he ain't got no drill, I don't know. I just sense some white boy swag in him. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
That Danny Wolf has waited hours tonight to hear his name called.
W mom
And
or
now
grandma.
you see the mix
No, that's his
of
mom. I'm sure
joy
that's his
and
mom.
relief.
I just said grandma because I didn't know which one it was, bro. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm 99% sure that's his
This
mom.
moment with his older brothers, Josh, Sam, Jake, his father Joe, his mom Tina.
That's where I'm going to go in this
28th pick
league.
in the 2025 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Hugo Gonzalez from Madrid and last played for Real Madrid.
Don't. Ain't gonna lie. If
With the
it's
29th
players out of
pick
the
in
country, I don't know.
2025 NBA draft,
To be honest.
the Phoenix Suns select Liam McNeely.
Liam! I forgot he was in the draft too. I thought he was nice. I thought he was projected to go a lot higher, man. What's going on? Dan Hurley,
He waited all night.
one of the best coaches in college basketball. Hey,
He led UConn
Liam,
in points per game, second.
nice pick for the Suns. Now I think about
Rebounding,
it,
and of
smooth
course, he was
pick,
a part of the
little
Montverde team
sharpshooter.
that went
Maybe I
33-0
think he's 3-and-D.
alongside
Can he play D?
Derek
I don't know.
With the 30th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the LA Clippers select Yannick Conan Niederhauser from Freyschel, Switzerland and Penn State University.
I don't know who that is, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser, again, Perk, one of these young men who decided to come anyway, something you talked about wishing you had
Wait, is
done.
this what I'm talking about right here?
Concludes
Is this what I'm talking about right
with
here?
the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the
Where's
Utah
the
Jazz
face,
select Arius Ace Bailey from Rutgers University.
He's just got a terrific feel.
This was not one of his preferred.
This was not one of his preferred destinations. Yeah, my brother's hot. He just said this was not one of his preferred destinations, and I'm already knowing he didn't do a workout with the Jazz. Because some of the other teams that declined, absolutely ain't no way. And I think, actually, I saw a clip. Let me see. It might be over here.
Happy to me to be going to Utah. What do you say to people that maybe just don't believe that?
I mean, I control what I control, so how they feel.
Ace, there was a lot of speculation.
No idea.
Utah.
Had you had any idea they had any interest in you?
No idea.
That is an answer of a person that is not like where the heck he's going. We all know that. If somebody really kind of liked him, or they didn't just absolutely despise where they just got drafted to. I mean, he is telling the truth though, but they will probably give him more like, what I'm saying, kind of answer. But you can tell even by his face, that brother does not want to go there, and I don't blame him. Maybe you should have did some workouts, but I mean, I'm pretty sure the Jazz aren't bad though. I mean, some of the draft pieces they got, I'm sure they'll be like, I mean, they're still gonna be butt regardless, but like, they're not gonna be as bad as they are now. But hey, this will be the end of the video, man. If you did stay this long, I truly do appreciate you for watching. You know what I'm saying? I hope you continue to have a blessed and fantastic day in Jesus' name. Let me know what y'all think about the NBA draft. Without further ado, I'm see young boys in the next, man. I'm out here, y'all. Yeah.